so that's the way the cookie crumbles. The San Francisco 49ers get knocked out, knocking on the door to the Super Bowl, to the Philadelphia Eagles. Here, as you can see behind me, the celebration is off. They just handed out the trophy for the NFC Championship winners. It couldn't have been a more painful, disgusting loss, coming from a 49er fan perspective. I mean, obviously, it was just an ugly game, but it all went to crap, essentially, for the San Francisco 49ers when Brock Purdy went down with injury. Brock Purdy goes down with injury. Josh Johnson comes in. Josh Johnson gets knocked out of the game. Brock Purdy has to go back in, but he can't throw it. I think he threw 2 screen passes, but you could tell Brock Purdy did not have the same zip on the ball. He probably shouldn't have been in that game at all, but Brock Purdy tried to gut it out and at least just hand the ball off and do the best he could. The 49ers, I mean, it looked like they had a shot to be in this game early on. But again, once you have no quarterbacks, you land on literally 0 quarterbacks. You go through your 4th-string quarterback. You had Christian McCaffrey throw a pass in this game. It's just not a good scenario for anyone involved. So, again, I'd love to be able to give some kind of analysis to this game, but this game was lost when the 49ers lost Brock Purdy. Now, it did look like there was a glimpse of hope when Christian McCaffrey busted off that big run, and there was some light maybe, but at that point, you knew the 49ers defense needed to step up. Following that drive, it was a painful, what felt like a quarter-long drive by the Eagles. I think there was at least 3 or 4 penalties on that particular drive by the 49ers defense that just kept the drive alive, which ultimately ended in a touchdown. And from that point on, it was over for the San Francisco 49ers. Just a really tough way to go down at this stadium here where the Eagles play. The 49ers were so close. It felt so promising to be able to make it to the Super Bowl, but unfortunately, the injuries at the quarterback, which started week 2 against Seattle, is what ultimately derailed this season for the San Francisco 49ers. Just tough situation. You know, and unfortunately, I don't want to make excuses. Like, the refs weren't good this game, but I think the most crucial play of this game was that 4th down conversion to Devontae Smith. That was a drop. In real time, being in the stadium, it looked like a catch, and it looked like a phenomenal catch. But of course, going to see the replay, that was not a catch, and that being on 4th down, the first drive of the game, that resulting in a touchdown drive, that just completely changed the entire complexion of the game. You would have taken the crowd out of it momentarily. That was just a huge, the refs aren't the reason why the 49ers lost, but the refs were terrible. That's all I can say. The 49ers lost this game due to just not having an available quarterback to play the football game. And so, all things considered, it was a magical season, magical run, but it ended in the worst, probably one of the worst ways possible. I think any one of us would have just hoped, I think we'd be able to manage the loss a little bit better if they just got, let's say, outplayed and they were healthy and the Eagles just, you know, took it to them. And, you know, the Eagles, to give them credit, their defense was getting after the 49ers. Their defensive line that we talked about all week was getting after the 49ers quarterbacks. But unfortunately, Brock going down so early in the game, and then Josh Johnson has that fumble on the snap after a touchdown from it was snowballed on the 49ers. So, I mean, tough way to end it. Tough way to go for the San Francisco 49ers. Eagles fans are living their best life right now. I'm going to get my butt on a plane. It's going to be a long ride home back to the Bay, but you already know It's the off season now for us. Oh, it's the off season. God dang it. Excuse my language. As I'm saying it, the realization is setting in. But you guys already know I'm going to keep you covered with content all off season. Make sure you like, subscribe, and we'll keep those updates coming. And hey, it's officially draft season. Let's go.